Thank you.
Give you a copy.
We both will vote.
Your release, I received.
അതാണ് ഓക്കെ അതെ ജസ്റ്റ് പിടിക്കുക കയ്യിലെ പിടിക്കുക ആ
You're going to say something?
Mic is not needed.
Mic is not needed.
You can use the mic. Mic is for the echo. You can directly speak
Without.
with the mic only.
What is happening in India since the last few weeks is very unprecedented. The recent political developments, the manner in which the opposition is being treated, the manner in which former Congress President Shri Rahul Gandhi ji has been treated, clearly shows that this is a unprecedented situation. I've come to Chennai to talk to the media, and I am happy that TNCC President Alagiri ji, Srivalla Prasad, Gopanna ji, Vishnu Prasad, Rajendra ji, Dr. Challa Kumar ji, Ruby Manoharan ji, Pon Krishnamurthy, Mohan Kumar Mangalam, and senior leaders of TNCC are all present here. We will be having a meeting of the district presidents and the TNCC executive, and we will be talking to them about the detailed programs and the course of action which the organization will be undertaking in the next few weeks. But what we are seeing today is that the Prime Minister of India, who should be taking care of the entire nation, who had claimed that Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, with the cooperation of all, there will be inclusive development. This is what he had stated before the nation, is being kept aside, and all his actions are being targeted to protect and defend one person, that is called Adani. After the Hindenburg report, there are certain things which have come to light. There are a large number of questions which are there in public domain. There was a discussion in the parliament. The two houses discussed the motion of thanks on the president's address. Rahul Gandhi ji, our leader, participated in the discussion on the motion of thanks in the Lok Sabha. And Mallikarjun Kharge ji, the Honorable Congress President, participated in the debate in the Rajya Sabha. And many issues were taken up. A few questions such as the 20,000 crore rupees received in the shell companies of Adani, where did this money come from? Who has been the owner of this money? This money in the shell companies, prima facie, does not look to be of Adani. If it is not of Adani, then whose money is this? This is not a small amount, it's a huge amount. Shell companies abroad receiving such huge amount, there has to be ownership. Rahul Gandhi ji asked this simple question that where has this money come from? Whose money is it? Whose shell companies are these? These companies are working in the defense field, and it also involves a Chinese national. Why is nobody asking the question? This is a simple question which Rahul Gandhi ji had asked, and his other question was, what is the relationship between the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, and Adani? In 2014, in the list of those with huge wealth, the ranking of Mr. Adani at the world stage was 609. 8 years of Modi government brought Adani from position 609 to number 2, the second richest man in the entire world. How did this happen? We have seen photographs where in Adani's aircraft the Prime Minister is traveling. We have seen Adani joining the Prime Minister on different visits to foreign nations. We have seen Adani getting benefit internationally for several projects, whether it is Sri Lanka, whether it is Israel, whether it is Australia, nation after nation. And it somehow happened that after the visit of the Prime Minister of India, Adani is getting advantage. So naturally the question arose that what is the relationship between the Prime Minister and Mr. Adani? Two simple questions Rahul ji asked, but answers have not come. Mallikarjun Kharge ji asked similar questions, but answers haven't come. They were being prevented from speaking in the House. After speaking in the House, somehow or the other, they could make their point. But next day, what we saw is that from the debates of Parliament, their main points of argument were expunged. What are the portion expunged from parliamentary debates? Parliamentary debates, those portions are expunged which are found to be unparliamentary, abusive, which should not form part of the record of Parliament. Come, Thirunavakar Sachin. But what Rahul ji stated was not unparliamentary. He raised certain questions. What Kharge ji had raised in the Rajya Sabha was not unparliamentary. He raised certain questions. We want answers to those questions. Those questions may be uncomfortable to the government. But instead of answering, after all, Parliament is the highest body. This body was created by the Constitution so that there will be robust political dialogue, discussion, debate, and then different viewpoints will come forward. But we have not received answers from the government. On the 13th of March, after a gap of few weeks since the budget was presented, Parliament resumed its session again. From 13th March till now, what is happening? It is not the opposition which is obstructing the proceedings of the houses. We are not disrupting the proceedings. Rather, the opposition wants discussion on the JPC, on Adani scam, on inflation, on the plight of the farmers, on unemployment, on inflation, on the conditions of women. There are several such issues which we want that we should discuss in Parliament. We are not obstructing Parliament. We want Parliament to function, but it is the ruling party which is obstructing the functioning of Parliament. Arun Jaitley ji, late Arun Jaitley ji, once had mentioned that obstruction is part of the legitimate parliamentary strategy. But this parliamentary strategy could have been legitimate for the opposition. But the ruling party, whose basic responsibility is to see that parliament should function, parliament is being obstructed by the ruling party, and one forum which was created by the makers of our constitution and the founding fathers of India, that forum, that parliament is being stifled and political discourse is being prevented. There are a few other things, and then I will leave the floor for receiving questions. Rahul Gandhi ji was attacked by the BJP and particularly by 3 or 4 ministers in the Modi government. When Rahul ji visited the United Kingdom, the allegations were that Rahul Gandhi ji had sought the support of people outside India to deal with the situation in India. This is a complete lie. Rather, Rahul ji had categorically stated that what problems we have in India are internal problems, and India will find solutions on its own. Rahul ji did not say what the BJP is trying to project, so that should be absolutely clear. The second thing, which is preposterous, is the allegation that what Rahul ji had talked about Nirav Modi and Mehul Choksi and Lalit Modi and Narendra Modi ji himself was like an attack on the OBC. Now look at the lives being led by Nirav Modi, Lalit Modi. What type of life they are leading? Are they OBCs in any way? Are they socially backward? Are they economically backward? Are they educationally backward? What? It is absolutely ridiculous. And basically, the Indian National Congress believes in equal respect to every single Indian. We believe in equality, and we also believe that those who are backward, those who are deprived, those who are disadvantaged should be provided with extra support so that they also get empowered in the Indian polity. But unlike the Indian National Congress, the Bharatiya Janata Party believes that certain sections of our society, certain communities in our society are not equal, and they in no way even try to pretend that they are providing equal respect to such communities. So Rahul Gandhi ji, who had undertaken a 4,000-kilometer Padayatra, starting from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, to unite the entire nation, can never dream about attacking any sections of our society the way the BJP is trying to target. Now, after the judgment of the Surat court came in, 23rd of March it came, and 24th of March, the parliament issued an order disqualifying Rahul ji from the House of People. And we are made to believe that it was in response to the order of the court that the Lok Sabha did what it was supposed to do. But was the same response came from the Lok Sabha when one BJP member of parliament from Amreli in 2016, Narayan Bhai Bhikha Bhai Kachadia, member of parliament from Amreli, Gujarat, a court had sentenced him to be guilty with imprisonment of 3 years. Narayan Bhai Bhikha Bhai Kachadia, member of parliament from the BJP from Amreli, Gujarat, 3 years imprisonment. And what was the case? The case was that a doctor treating patients in an emergency situation after an accident in the hospital was attacked physically by this member of parliament. He was abused, and this member of parliament attacked the doctor on duty who happened to be a scheduled caste. Now the court said that Narayan Bhai is guilty under various provisions of the IPC and under the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Act. Narayan Bhai goes to the High Court seeking relief. The High Court does not provide relief. He goes to the Supreme Court. This takes some time. The lower court had already sentenced 3 years imprisonment. Parliament did not take any action. There was no such speed as the speed was shown in Rahulji's case. The man goes to Supreme Court. In the Supreme Court, he gets relief, and Parliament then has got nothing to do. This man who was convicted under IPC sections and SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Act was again fielded by the BJP in 2019. He gets elected. Now a man who assaulted a doctor on duty who was a scheduled caste is rewarded another term in parliament. What are we going to make out of this? And this is the difference between action on Rahulji and action on a member of parliament who happened to be in the BJP. Now, we are going to continue our campaign. After the disqualification, Rahulji had addressed a press conference in Delhi. He made his position very clear. He is completely determined to see that the voice of the soul of India is heard. And we are going to stand with Rahulji strongly and firmly. Every single congressman and woman, young and old, will stand strongly with Rahulji in this situation. We will not let him down in any circumstances. We are prepared to pay whatever price it takes. But in this battle, we will see that justice is done and the Congress party stands solidly with Rahulji in this hour. The Britishers had also imprisonment Gandhiji, Nehruji, Sardar Patel, Maulana Azad, Rajendra Prasad, Rajagopalachari, Kamraj, and so many leaders. But the Congress never stopped its fight, its movement for freedom. Today, the freedom of speech is in danger. And freedom after speech has also become a problem. But we will see that those who are now challenging the Constitution of India, those who are challenging parliamentary democracy in India, we will fight and we will see that they get the answer which they deserve. Just to conclude, I will read the chronology of how things moved. On the 13th of April 2019, Rahul Gandhi ji made the election speech in Kolar, Karnataka, which is today being talked about. On 16th April 2019, BJP MLA Purnesh Modi filed a complaint in Surat. March 7, 2022, the complainant seeks stay from the Gujarat High Court on his own complaint, and the High Court grants stay on the proceedings. Why did he go to the High Court and get a stay? This is also an important question. February 7th, 2023, Rahul ji makes speech questioning the relationship between Adani and the Prime Minister Modi in Lok Sabha. And just 9 days after that, on 16th February, the complainant goes to the High Court of Gujarat, withdraws his request for stay, and the High Court withdraws the stay order. On 27th February 2023, hearings resume again in the trial court. March 23rd, 2023, trial court convicts Rahul ji and hands down maximum sentence of 2 years. This has not happened in India in any other case so far. March 24, 2023, Lok Sabha Secretariat disqualifies Rahul Gandhi ji within 24 hours. So this is the sequence of events, the way things have unfolded so far. Any questions you are free to ask. I will try my best to respond to them.
Sir, few days ago, the executive MP Faisal case, the secretary will revise the order. There is any chance to Rahul Gandhi case? The secretary will revise their order.
See, Rahul Gandhi ji has a set of lawyers who are advising him on what to do, when to do, and how to do. And they will decide what has to be done as far as legal course of action is concerned.
Sir, Karnataka election date has been announced, and do you think that this will reflect in the Karnataka election? Because as you said that this is undergoing process. Do you think that this will reflect in the election?
See, I am not going to say what happens in Karnataka election in terms of these developments, but certainly I will like to say that the entire nation is agitated on this issue. You have seen that various political parties in opposition have joined hands and they have come together to see that such an assault on Indian democracy, parliamentary democracy, is not tolerated.
Sir, here the DMK, your alliance party DMK also close relations with the Aam Aadmi Party. How do you see this scenario, sir? Your alliance party DMK is also close with the Aam Aadmi Party.
See, on this particular issue, which we have been talking about now, the Aam Aadmi Party, the Trinamool Congress, and various other parties, all parties have come together and they are having a common strategy on this particular issue.
இந்த வழக்கு வந்து 4 வருஷம் நடந்திருக்கு. இந்த வழக்கு ஆரம்ப இடம் வந்து கர்நாடகா. அது வந்து குஜராத்ல போட்டுருக்காங்க. அதை இப்போ காங்கிரஸ் வந்து குற்றம் சாட்டுது. இதுவரைக்கும் நம்ம அந்த வழக்கை நடத்துற காங்கிரஸ் வழக்கறிஞர்களுடைய கவனக்குறைவுதானா இல்ல இத முன்னாடியே கோர்ட்டுக்கு போயிட்டு ஃபேஸ் பண்ணிருக்கலாம்?
சார் அதுதான் சொன்னாங்க. ராகுல் காந்திக்கு ஒரு லீகல் டீம் இருக்கு, காங்கிரஸ் லீகல் டீம் இருக்கு. அந்த காங்கிரஸ் லீகல் டீம் எல்லாத்தையும் பாத்துக்குது. லீகல் டீம் வந்து நம்மளை விட லீகலை பத்தி நல்லா தெரிஞ்சவங்க. அதனால மாலை முரசு கவலைப்பட வேண்டாம், லீகல் டீம் சொல்றதை கேட்கலாம்.
பிரச்சனைன்னு எடுத்துக்கலாம்.
இல்ல இல்ல இல்ல, தப்பு. நெக்ஸ்ட் நெக்ஸ்ட்.
ரவிசங்கர் பிரசாத் என்ன சொல்றாருன்னா, நீங்க வந்து இது காங்கிரஸ் நல்லா தெரியும், அவங்க கிட்டத்தட்ட 100 வருஷத்துக்கு மேல கட்சி நடத்துறாங்க, அவங்களுக்கு நல்லா தெரியும், எப்பவுமே ஸ்டே வாங்கிருக்கலாம். ஆனா காங்கிரஸ் வந்து கர்நாடகா எலெக்ஷன்ல இது ஒரு இந்த விஷயம்
சார் நீங்க ஏன் சார் அது உள்ளாரெல்லாம் போறீங்க? நான் என்ன சொல்ல வரேன், அவர் வந்து காங்கிரஸுடைய அலட்சியங்கிறாரு, நீங்க காங்கிரஸ் ரொம்ப கன்னிங்கா அதை செஞ்சுடுதுன்னு நீங்க சொல்றீங்க. இதெல்லாம் உங்களுடைய அனுமானம். நாங்க என்ன சொல்றோம், இந்த நீதிமன்றம் எப்படி இருக்கிறது, மோடி எப்படி இருக்கிறார், பாரதிய ஜனதா எப்படி இருக்கிறது, இவர்களுடைய தன்மை என்ன என்பது மக்களுக்கு தெரியணும். எல்லாரும் நாங்க முன்னாடியே தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டோம், நீங்க இப்ப தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறீங்க, அவ்வளவுதான். எங்க லீகல் டீம் போறாங்க, கோர்ட்டுக்கு போறாங்க. They are ready to go to the court. Then அவ்வளவுதானா? சந்தேகமே இல்லையா?
ஜெர்மனி உள்ளிட்ட நாடுகள் வந்து ராகுல் காந்தியினுடைய இந்த விவகாரத்திற்கு எதிர்ப்பு தெரிவித்திருக்காங்க. ஆனால் மத்திய அமைச்சர்கள் இது
Germany supports Rahul. Why not BJP against it?
Why not?
BJP is against that. They are against German. German foreign minister, they supported Rahul Gandhi's issue. But Bharatiya Janata minister supported.
They are saying we are observing.
See, yesterday the chairman of the media department, from the Indian National Congress has already stated that the Congress party firmly believes that India's democratic processes themselves will have to deal with the threats posed to our democracy. What others are saying, I think this is an issue where the Congress party has already made its position clear.
நாடாளுமன்றத்துல மீண்டும் வாக்குச்சீட்டு முறையை கொண்டு வரணும்னு காங்கிரஸ் வலியுறுத்தும். ஏன்னா EVM மிஷின்ல
சார் இப்ப சம்பந்தம் இல்லாத
EVM machines. He is asking about EVM machines.
EVM is another matter. Thank you very much. Thank you.
They want to take visual.
மிகப்பெரிய தலைவர் வந்து சிக்கல் மாட்டேங்கிறார்.
I think.
Jayam